Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hello. My name is Darren,
I'm Graham.
and I have seen the film Robocop.
Have you?
Not that one. I meant the remake.
Oh,
I know.
Shucks. The one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Amongst many other people.
Oh, right. Who else is in it?
Loads. That's probably the highlight, really, is the cast.
Right.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh.
Mentioned him.
Yes, he's been said before in this video.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's in it.
Yes.
Really? The Birdman himself.
Batman himself, yes.
Yes. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong.
Gary Oldman.
Oh.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I know him. Sirius Blacks.
Yes, Lieutenant Gordon, that's correct. Who else was in it? There was somebody else that was really good in it.
Probably nobody.
Yeah, maybe you're right on that one. Maybe it was just those three, but I really like those three, so
right.
Felt like even more to
Who
me.
played Robocop?
Oh, that guy did. You know that guy.
Man with the face.
I think his name
Doesn't
is
even have a face, probably.
Joel Kinnaman. Michael.
Oh, that rings a bell.
That'll be it then. Either way, it's not Peter Weller, so he's not as good as he could be.
Pretty much.
Oh, the other guy that's in it is it Jackie Earle Haley or Jackie Haley? Yeah, Jackie Earle. He played Rorschach in
Oh yeah,
Watchmen.
yeah.
He's
Ginger dude.
quite cliched in it.
Ginger angry man.
In that film, yeah. In this one, he's a bald, mustached, angry man. So yes, this time to tell you the story.
Yes,
You've not
please
seen
tell
it, by
me.
the
No,
way.
no, so go on. Yeah, go on.
Have you seen
Sell it to
Robocop?
me. I love Robocop.
Yeah, it's that story.
Oh,
Save some time. No,
well, that's quite good.
is it? Guy.
Well, Robocop was.
Well, it's slightly different. Basically, Michael Keaton wants to make money by having all police replaced by robots, but everyone's like, I don't like the idea of robots making impartial decisions.
No, yeah.
I like them with their racial prejudice and anger issues.
Yeah, massive anger issues.
And then by coincidence,
This is the American police force.
yeah, well,
Okay.
it's sort of worldwide, I think. But
Oh, right.
they're sort of sending them around
They
the
wanna
world like
divers-
Team America
right,
World
I
Police
see.
thing. You know,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
there's a trouble in
Well,
that
like
country.
Iron Man did.
Kind of like Iron Man, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, this policeman blows up, and so Michael Keaton's like, well, people don't like my robots because they don't have a conscience. Let's put his body in there and show everyone what it can do. Which you just think, well, you just made a policeman.
You just got a policeman.
You got a policeman
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, shiny policeman.
Yeah, you've just got a prejudiced, angry policeman who now can shoot like with perfect
Yeah,
aim
yeah,
and
yeah,
run
yeah.
faster than the average policeman. So
Well, that's good.
yeah,
Does it work out?
for Michael Keaton. Well, that would be a spoiler. Or you
Okay.
mean the operation?
Well,
I'm going to
don't
put
really
a
know.
spoiler alert. The
Spoiler
policeman
alert.
survives the operation and can
Okay.
be Robocop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a relief.
Yeah, they don't just like switch it on and just the head falls out.
Yeah.
The hand drops off.
We'll be back for Robocop 2.
Yeah. Well, let's hope
Maybe.
not.
Well,
ask me
has there
if-
been any word?
No.
That's good.
Well, you haven't seen it.
I haven't, and I shouldn't pass judgment until I've seen it, but if there's already a Robocop that I do like, why chance not liking one?
Well, you could say that about Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead is a masterpiece, but the remake's
okay.
still pretty good.
Okay.
So we can't rule remakes out on the grounds that, they're remakes. The Thing, The Fly, also two good remakes.
Yeah.
Ask me if I liked Robocop the remake.
Did you like the Robocop from, was it 2013, 2014?
The
What year
remake.
was it released? The remake,
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was okay,
actually. It was
really?
actually alright.
Really?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
It was alright.
That's a shock.
I know.
That is a surprise.
It was a shock to me as well. I thought, oh, I'll watch this. And
This
then,
will pass.
yeah, and the
2
intro, I
hours.
didn't like the intro, and I thought, oh, God, I've got 2 hours to go.
Yeah.
But I think I would say I liked about 40% of it. I didn't like 60% of it.
Right.
I liked...
That's still quite a lot.
Yeah.
For a blasphemous
I
attempt.
didn't like everything that reminded me... Like, as soon as the film starts, there's like a really rubbish, hammy, satirical, supposedly, thing with Samuel L. Jackson, which I thought was just too on the nose. And then it cut to, like, Robocop, and then it was, like, the music, do-do-do. That's the Terminator music. Either way, it was the Robocop theme. And I thought, oh, I just want to watch Robocop now.
Yeah.
And then there was some stuff with, like, the policeman before he became robot, and I was like, oh, boring.
Yeah.
But then there was all this stuff between the Robocop guy, Alex Murphy, and Gary Oldman's character. I really, really liked all that stuff.
Wow.
And like the effects of like when he's just a head and a hand and like a pair of lungs, like, that's really cool. And I
Okay, go on.
and as far as hollow action remakes go, it did attempt some sort of substance with the whole like, the sort of morality of what they're doing. How far has somebody gone before they're not human anymore? And
How deep into that did they go?
Not very deep, not as deep as they could have done.
No,
but
because that kind of thing has a lot of kind of moral pitfalls.
Yeah,
and,
no, it wasn't a
ethical components.
groundbreaking philosophical sci-fi movie. It was an action movie that attempted to have a brain. Yeah, it's not The Matrix. It's like Matrix 2. Shitty action.
Oh, hey now.
No, I agree. The philosophy in Robocop was much better than the philosophy of Matrix 2. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Good. Was the action actually good?
No, it's boring. The action was really boring. I didn't enjoy the action.
You just like the ethical kind of.
I just like all the scenes with Gary Oldman as a sort of mad, as a conflicted scientist.
Yeah.
He sort of doesn't quite know what he's doing, but he thinks he's doing the right thing. But then there's the doubt that maybe he's not.
See, you often don't get that from just one character, do you? This is the thing.
No,
like a conflicted
action blockbuster.
Yeah.
No, and I think obviously as well you've got the sort of. When you switch the thing on, you've got the Total Recall remake in the background, which was shonky. Because obviously Total Recall and this one, Robocop, were originally directed by Paul Verhoeven.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Thank you. So yeah, and it's not got any of the Jesus stuff in it, because the original Robocop, it was like a sort of Jesus analogy. None of that's in here. And anything that this does, the original has already done better. And the original obviously had all the sort of gooey kind of melty faces, like when somebody gets shot, like just blood sprays forever and ever. Just
this machine just pumping this body full of
in
this office, and everyone's sitting around just watching it. You know, it's really the dark humor in the first one was something else.
Most of that's lacking in this one.
That's a shame.
Well, it is, but then if they make it so identical, what's the point?
Well, I just don't make it.
I would agree. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it, but ultimately I would say that the original's fine. We're good for Robocop.
Yeah.
But if you have to make it, they could have done a worse job than what they did.
Right.
The guy that played Robocop in this was a bit boring. Like, he was kind of bland. I really just liked Gary Oldman.
Right.
I liked Michael Keaton as well, but his stuff was a bit silly. Like, as it goes on, like a kind of a big businessy conspiracy thing starts happening, and you just think, all right, that's what we're watching now.
Yeah.
It's a bit far-fetched.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the whole film's far-fetched, but it was all right. It was better than I expected it to be.
Okay.
Mostly down to Gary Oldman. Because, he's funny, everyone thought, when you list, the greatest actors of all time, you think of kind of Gary Oldman and his sort of transformative performances, the way he's, completely different in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then he does do some sort of shoddy mainstream crap, they're good. I'm not take the word crap out, but when you think of amazing actors, you think of people like Daniel Day-Lewis, who literally does the most sporadic. I'm doing a Lincoln movie with Spielberg. I'm doing My Left Foot or whatever the hell it's called, My Right Leg. I don't know, the one with the wheelchair. But then Gary Oldman does Batman and Planet of the Apes and Hannibal.
But he does amazing jobs in those films.
But then he also does not so amazing jobs in other not so amazing movies like that. Was it Red Riding Hood or something? They did from the Twilight people.
Oh, right.
And that's that weird movie where he plays a dwarf for some reason. Oh, check it out on YouTube. It looks hilarious, unintentionally. So I think Gary Oldman basically made this movie for me, and his interactions with Michael Keaton and the Robocop character.
Okay.
That's all I've got to say on the matter, really, unless you've got any questions.
Questions.
We don't have to have any questions.
Well, it's just because so you would say that the first film had better action in it.
The first one had better everything in it.
Right. Because it seems like such a waste, because we've got the technology.
Well, no, it does have action. It does have more visually impressive action. People jumping through windows and stuff. It's just boring.
Yeah.
It's nothing you can't see in any bland action movie. Yeah. Whereas obviously in Robocop, it's like someone gets their arm blown off and their arm just explodes ridiculously. Paul Verhoeven likes his grunginess. This film kind of, has a kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like looking at fascism a bit. Right. But again, not in the same way that, Verhoeven's made a career out of looking at fascism, like Starship Troopers as well, taking the piss out of it. So basically, it's not in any way near. That's basically all you can say. Is it's nowhere near as good as the original, obviously. Although I'd say it's probably not as bad as the sequels to the original. In fact, I would say that.
Oh, you would?
I would.
Maybe you should.
I did.
Oh, efficient.
Thank you.
Very good. Oh well. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I probably won't watch it.
I would recommend, if you found yourself in a situation to watch it, I'd say give it a go.
There's lots and lots of other films I haven't seen.
You could say, have you seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Godfather?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you seen Godfather 2?
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit of Godfather 2?
The bit where he's got the
What happens on the boat in Godfather 2?
the guy dies.
Who?
The guy with the weird hairdo.
What weird head? You're getting this annoying, right? For somebody who's not seen Godfather 2.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Uh,
I'm a genius.
okay, have
Okay.
you seen Citizen Kane?
No, but
Well, there you go. So why did you watch Scary Movie when you haven't seen Citizen Kane?
it's more convenient.
Well, it might be... Okay, if you
Leave
find
me
yourself-
alone, all right? God, why do you have to get on my case? If I don't want to, if I choose not to watch it, you can recommend any film you
Well, you
want.
can say-
It doesn't mean that I have to watch
No.
it.
But you said you wouldn't...
you know what? Maybe I'll watch Scary Movie before I watch Robocop, the
Yeah,
sequel.
you'll probably understand that one. So go stick with your scary movies.
You are full of insults, and I don't.
You
like
said you wouldn't watch Robocop because there are better films to watch. I was simply pointing out that you haven't seen the best films yet. But
I
you've
mean,
seen
on
shit
my
ones.
list, like
Scary Movie was higher than Citizen Kane on your
at
list.
the time, yes.
Well, thank God I didn't know you at the time.
Yeah, thank God.
I know.
Thank God.
I like
Aren't
to-
we all just happy about that? Let's all regress to simpler times, shall we? Let's just do that.
Yes, I think I like to think that I found you like a mangy pup, and I'm trying to turn you into some sort
I know you
of
like to
racing
think
dog.
that. Yes, I know you like
I'm
to think
struggling.
that. I'm
well.
struggling as well.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, as they say. Bye, everybody.